I'm not too sure if I enjoy this or don't enjoy this. Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm actually fetching you with a different type of video. I already have one of these up on my channel, but it is from like nearly 2 years ago now. So basically I was actually supposed to vlog this whole weekend, but my plans have just kind of not been there. Like I've not done anything interesting or exciting to just capture. Like literally all I've done today is chill in bed because I have just worked 9 days in a row. I've got 1 day off and then I'm back to work. So actually I'm really craving a matcha right now, so I'm going to drive to Starbucks. We're going to get myself a nice little matcha and then I'm going to answer some questions and just have basically like a nice little chatty drive with me, I guess. I don't really know what this is going to entail. I've asked Ella if she wants to come, but she's not really got back to me. And I'm getting started up by my neighbours, so that is my cue to go. I am using my car tripod that I used last time I did a drive with me, but I seem to be missing like the adapter to attach it to my camera, and I don't really know where that has gone. So it's attached, but I do have issues with it falling off my windscreen. So if that does occur, I do apologise, or if there's like random jumps in the video, I also do apologise. I don't really know what to talk about until I get a matcha, because basically when I drive, well, I've started this quite wrong because I've set off with severely badly dry mouth, and now I'm talking, which is worse than the dry mouth, and I can't really like listen to music because copyright is a thing. So I don't really know what to talk about until I actually get parked up and like ideas are coming to my head. And I have got some questions to like answer. They're not questions from like people, it's just questions I've looked up on the internet because I'm not famous enough to like ask on my Instagram story and be like, ask me some questions that I can answer for you guys. They're just like some basic generic questions that I asked ChatGPT, will not lie to you. But it is literally 10 to 7 at night, it's still light outside. I basically be grateful for this video, you guys, because I have sacrificed my own fuel to drive and go get myself a matcha and my money, which should really ideally go on fuel, but hey ho, don't know why I did 6-7 while doing hey ho, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm just going to drive 20 minutes to the closest Starbucks. I don't even know if it is the closest, it's just the one that I go to all the time because hold on at a junction. Basically, I actually don't know what is near me and what isn't near me. That sounds quite stupid, but I've lived where I've lived now for 4 years now, I believe. 4 years. I've lived here for 4 years and I still go to where I used to live for everything because I pretty much live in like the middle of nowhere. I live in a village, I don't live in a city. So I go to the city that I used to live in. So I go to the city that I used to live in. I wouldn't even really class it as a city, I'd class it as a town. Like it's not up there with Leeds, which I am close to Leeds, but I'm not driving into Leeds because 1, I hate big cities like that, and 2, it's like a 40-minute drive. I'm like, to be fair, Manchester's like a 40-minute drive for me as well, but this is so random. Anyway, I've also get myself a matcha because I am obsessed with matchas at the minute. I've literally had one every single day for the past 3-4 days. It's something about the weather. When the sun is out and it screams warm weather, I'm like, yeah, get me a matcha. Get me that white chocolate matcha right this second. I don't know what it is about it. I have no idea. But I don't have the money for matcha, but somehow I always do. And my logic is, if I buy 2 more matchas, I get a free drink on Starbucks with the rewards. So that sounds pretty perfect to me.
Elle said I don't got matcha money yet. Would you like to reply?
Sorry, I just wanted to reply back to Elle through my voice control, like Siri on my car. Anyway, I have literally like tried my best to manifest warm weather today. I am literally wearing jorts. It is 7 degrees outside, but because the sun's out, it's in my mind, it's like, it's spring, it's summer, wear your goddamn jorts. So I'm trying to manifest the warm weather in the UK. I also really badly want to start my sunbeds. However though, I feel like my frontal lobe is developing, because if you asked me last year about sunbeds, I'd have been like, yeah, get me on them, get me on them. I do want to go on them, but I don't want to go on them as much as I used to go on them because I have an anxiety and fear of getting skin cancer from them. I don't know where this has all of a sudden come from, because if you asked me last year I'd have been like, I don't give a fuck about skin cancer. Now I'm just like, I think I'd rather get some fake tan and tan myself. But me fake tanning, I would look like an Oompa Loompa. So I don't really feel like that will work, but I do low-key want to start gradually building the tan, not going on sunbeds every single day like I used to do, like going once a week, so the radiation isn't as much. Don't know, but I do want to go to, so basically I go to LA in less than 60 days. It is like 2 months away, less than 2 months now, which is actually crazy. Ooh, orange light, orange light, orange light. Which is absolutely crazy, and I do want to go to LA. Oh, she is a diva. She's wearing leopard print. Oh, she smiled at me. Oh, she's serving. She's actually, she eats. She is eating right now. Sorry. This pedestrian just crossed the road and she is eating up so hard. She's wearing like a leopard print fluffy coat. She got a leopard print bag. I think she's off to the gym, but she is eating to go to the gym. She's actually serving. Diva. Anyway, what were I saying? Yeah, I go to LA in 2 months, and I do want to go to LA with a nice tan. A bunch of girls are staring at me. Hi. I do want to go to LA with like a nice gradual tan. Granted, I will tan while I'm in LA, but I also do have the feeling we're not going to be sat by the pool as much to tan. So I don't really see how that is going to work necessarily. Although I will tan like my exposed skin through my clothes, but I'm going to have really, really bad tan lines. So it's kind of a bit annoying. Although my face will tan, and my face does tan really nice. Other than my nose. My nose goes really, really red. But at the minute I feel white, pasty. Yeah. Like I feel like I'm super, super pale, which is low-key starting to irritate me. I fear I'm going to have to pull my glasses out of my bag because the sun is shining, the sun is beaming. First time trying these glasses on. Oh! Am I serving? These are the glasses that Amy got me for my birthday. They're obviously leopard print. I absolutely love leopard print at the minute. So I thought, why not pull them out? It looks like the sun is going to be glaring in my eyes in a minute. So yeah, and I thought, well, the sun's out, it's about to set in like an hour or so. So why the hell not just take some nice fancy glasses? Because I've got some in my car, like I've got a glasses holder here in my car, but they're not really nice glasses and they don't really serve. So perfect time to use these. Also, I've literally drove for 9 minutes with no music, and proud of myself. I've literally been listening to myself. Elle's message back, I need to listen. But yeah, I don't really know like what content you guys would want to see from me at the moment, because after my birthday week I kind of like crashed with content wise. Like this month is quite, not a dead month, but there's nothing much going on other than me working, and I can't really vlog when I'm working because obviously I'm at work and I can't really fetch a vlog camera out. Plus I don't really want to incorporate that part of my life into my channel. Like, yeah, you guys know I work at McDonald's, but I don't really want to become a McDonald's channel, if that makes sense. So my content for this month is probably going to be not shit, but not a lot of content, and wait until we get to May when I can start doing like the prep, the really fun vlogs. Plus it'd be nicer weather. Like we are in April now and it is starting to get much nicer, which I'm such a fan of. But also as well, we're already in April. I remember when like my first vlog when I came back, I was like, I don't know if this is going to last. Like it may last for a week and then I'll probably pick it back up when I go to LA, because I love travel content, I love travel vlogs. Like they are one of my favourite vlogs to ever watch on YouTube. Like I'm actually genuinely obsessed with travel content to like watch. They just entertain me in some sort of way, and they just give me some sort of serotonin for some reason. I don't know what it is, but it just like injects something in my veins and I'm like, oh my god, addicted. And I'll spend like a good 8 hours on YouTube watching travel vlogs, travel content, all that shebang. But it's just crazy the fact that I've been doing this now for 4 months and I've not got to a point where I'm like, yeah, let's stop. Like I'm actually really enjoying it. and a lot of people have been like so supportive about it. Like a lot of my friends, which I know this sounds stupid because your friends are your friends at the end of the day and they should support you through no matter what, but my friends are so incredibly like supportive about it and they don't like say anything like negative towards it, which is quite weird because if you look back at me when I was in high school, I mean not a lot of my videos are up from when I was in high school when I did it consecutively. It's like a different response that I'm gaining now to what I gained back then, which is just actually like crazy, and like I've not felt this ever, and I feel like that's what's making me stay more consistent. Even like everyone at work knows, and like yeah, some people do take piss, but it's like I really like I have grown so much as a person and individual over like the last 2 years of my life, maybe even 1 year, where I just have the I do not give a flying fuck energy. Like, have your opinion about me, just if you have that opinion, stay away from me, simple as. That is what I have, and if I don't like you, I don't like you, simple as. Like, as much as I'd love to love everybody, I obviously don't see eye to eye with everyone, which is perfectly fine. Like, you can't impress everyone and you can't be friends with everyone. I'm so close to Starbucks, I can literally taste the white chocolate matcha in my mouth right this second. I am going to have a little bit of like social anxiety when I go around the fucking drive-thru and there's just a camera here, because they will see it and I'm not taking it down, so a bit of social anxiety there, feeling coming, but we don't give a fuck. I know someone who actually works in the Starbucks, so maybe she might be there, I genuinely don't know, but the rest of them I don't tend to know, so it is what it is. Also, I'd just like to say that I'm doing this drive once now, and then I wasn't actually going to do a drive for me. It just came into my head while I was bored in my room, and I was like, I need to get some sort of content out today. I was like, oh, why not do a drive for me? Because basically I've planned a lot of my content over the next few months up until I go to Ayia Napa, so up to like August, and I had a look and I was like, oh, drive for me. I was like, I could literally go get a matcha because I have said all day I want a matcha, and I was craving one. So I could go get a matcha and then just go somewhere, pull up and just have a nice little chit chat, answer some questions, all that shebang. And I think I'm actually going to go to Asda car park because it's Sunday, it's bank holiday weekend, and it's 7 o'clock. So therefore it means the car park will be dead, and I'll be going to basically the Asda that I go to. We have like, there's 2 different car parks, they're all connected, but there's like 2, well there's actually 3, we don't really use the third. But the first one like I see is like the millennial car park, and the second one is like the Gen Z car park. Gen Z car park is if you go at this time there's going to be a car meet and there's going to be like driving around speeding, pulling the handbrake up, doing like circles, I forgot what they're called, donuts, doing donuts, that type of vibe. And then there's millennial car park where it'll be dead and no one will be driving through apart from maybe the occasional car just racing down. But if I just pull up there, it's like one of the nice bays, and just sit there and talk to you, then simple dimple really. Back to 1999, I've just pulled up to Starbucks now. My camera did stop recording because I feel like I've accidentally, excuse me, I feel like I've accidentally put a setting on my camera where it stops recording after like 16 minutes worth of footage, which is a little bit jarring, a little bit annoying. Also, please ignore this spot. I've had like a pimple patch on it for all day, and I don't know where it's actually come from because it was a spot and then it went, and now it's just like a red lump on my there. So it's lucky really annoying, but place order. Anxiety is going to kill me. In fact, maybe I could actually look like, but you are a little bit more discreet, a little bit more hidden, so hopefully this works. There's no car coming. Perfect, let's go get my matcha. Oh, wrong window, Ollie.
Hey Ollie, you can drive around.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my god, it's something I used to work with at McDonald's. That was a little bit awkward because I've not actually, basically I used to work with her at McDonald's and now she works here. I've kind of thought she worked here, and then I just recognised her the minute she said, hi Ollie, you can drive around. So that was a little bit awkward, but we secured the matcha. I'm gonna give it a nice little stir. You've always got to give it a nice stir before you actually try the matcha. I feel like, there we go. See, I knew it wouldn't hit. I knew it wouldn't hit because Starbucks has, there's like an unwritten rule in Starbucks. Only a gay or lesbian or they them makes a matcha good. That is a fact. That is a known fact. And unfortunately, she's not one of them categories. So I did kind of know it wouldn't be the best matcha I've had, which is low-key a little bit disappointing at the fact that I've been craving one all day. But am I still going to drink it? Of course I am. But now I'm going to head to Asda. It's now 7:10. I said 8:10. No, it's 7:10, which is crazy because it doesn't actually feel like it's 7:10 at night. It feels like it's 2 PM in the afternoon. But because it's Easter Sunday, the roads are literally dead. Like, I pulled up to Starbucks and I thought, is it even open? Like, the whole place is dead. And granted, yeah, it's Easter Sunday and like everywhere's closed, it's bank holiday weekend, but I still would have figured there'd be people out. But maybe that's because I don't get bank holiday weekends off and I unfortunately have to work them. I'm hoping this car park ain't busy. I hope there ain't a car meet happening, because if there is, I'm probably gonna cry my eyes out. But anyway, I'm gonna go vibe to some music because I'm nearly out. So anyway, but I'm gonna listen to some music. Didn't we? Didn't we? Bye bye. Boy, bye, bye, bye. It's not a chicken. There's a chicken. What the fuck? There's a chicken on the path waiting to cross the road. I'm not even joking. What? Can set these off me. I've arrived at Asda and like I thought, there is me and one other person in the millennial car park, as I class it, and there's nothing really happening in the Gen Z car park, but that car park just scares me when I'm by myself, will not lie to you. But don't really want to answer any questions. Oh, my legs, I look naked. I'm not naked, I'm wearing jorts. I actually need to put some like Vaseline or lip gloss on because my lips very, very chapped. I'm currently out with my new Louis bag. I absolutely love it. I did just use my new Rhode lip gloss, but the other thing I can say about it is that it's really goddamn sticky, and I fear I have just put a little bit too much on because it's really, really sticking to my lips, like really severely badly. I guess it's time to like answer some questions. I didn't actually really look at these questions that ChatGPT generated for me. I just copied and pasted them into a notes section. So he actually did, he gave me quite a lot. So I'm just gonna read through them and just pick some ones because I don't want this video to be too long, but I feel like it's time, well, not like time for you guys to get to know me, but I've not really done like a Q&A or like assumptions video, and you just know me from like my day in, day out life, and when I like really tell you stuff. But I just feel like it's time for you to like, if you're new, hi, get to know me type, or if you're like reoccurring watcher, I'm opening up, but not really opening up because I've got nothing to really open up about. Like, I'm quite an open book, like I don't really keep anything a secret. So yeah, so these are easy, relatable questions. Warm up, as ChatGPT said. The first one is literally, what's a typical day in your life right now? A typical day in my life right now consists of waking up at either like crack of dawn for some strange reason. Again, I don't know. Ariana, what are you doing here? Waking up at like the crack of dawn. Don't know if again that's like a frontal lobe development. My body just wants to wake me up early and go to bed early. Like last night I'm pretty sure I went to bed at like 10 AM. Not 10 AM, 10 PM. And then I woke up at 7, so I actually did have a bit of a lie-in today. But for like the last 2 weeks I've been waking up at 5, 6 AM every single day. And my day normally consists of going to work and making burgers and being nice to customers and managing about 500 staff. 500 staff's a bit dramatic. But obviously, the next question is, what do I do for work? I am a McDonald's manager. I'm a shift manager, so I run shifts, I support shifts. I manage 130 staff members. Not all at once, but like across the week, I manage 130 staff members. And at the moment, I'm going on to a OGE, which is a course that you do to get promoted to a second assistant. However though, I've been going on this OGE for a year now, and I feel like I need to sit down with myself and actually contemplate, because becoming a second assistant means you get a salaried, which is one of the best, like you get salary pay, which is one of the benefits of it, is knowing each month what I'm getting in. However though, I don't make much difference as a shift runner to what a second assistant earns. Like granted they'll get like £100 more, £200 more, but I'm obviously paid hourly. So it is kind of like, like you win some, you lose some. But at the moment in time, I don't really know what my life is going to entail. And at the moment in time, I'm leaning against OGE and just maintaining my position as a shift runner, because a few months ago, I don't think I've ever actually mentioned this on any of my vlogs, but I actually did speak to it with a couple of my friends. I did mention it to my mum, is that I do want to go to uni. I don't know if that's just like a midlife crisis, but I feel like what did like not scare me, but like, the amount of times I want to say like is so annoying. I feel like I had a bit of an awakening, because if I went to uni when I actually applied when I was 18, I would have been graduating this year, which them 3 years have just flown by just like that. Like, it's actually been crazy. But when I got into uni, I was like, I'm not doing education. Like 3 years, I've just done 2 years at college and I hated it and I wanted to drop out, and I thought, if I go to uni, I'm gonna want to do the same thing. And like when uni then started, and I knew a lot of people that went and then they dropped out within the first year, and I was like, this is why I didn't go. But now I'm like, oh, I've only got my A-levels to fall back on, which I did quite well in 2 of my A-levels, but I didn't do well in the other one. So I actually did take criminology, media studies and law at college. I got a B in criminology, I got a B in media studies, and I got an E in law, because law, I just could not wrap my head around it. I would revise and I just could not get my head around it. And then I remember my human rights paper, we learned it like 2 months before the exam, and I opened it and then I closed the exam book and I went to sleep for an hour and a half. And the invigilators kept coming up to me and waking me up. So I did get into uni. I got into Leeds Beckett University and Northumbria in Newcastle, but I then turned them down. But now looking back on it, it's like I should have really took a gap year and then gone, because Elle took a gap year and I was like, you won't go if you take a gap year. Everyone does that and they don't go. She's actually gone and she graduates next year, which it's just kind of like a smack in the face. Like, you've done that, and if I go to uni now, I won't get in now, because the application deadline, unless I go through clearing, I don't think I'd be able to start in September, so I'd have to wait until next year when I'm 22. So I don't really know what to do, basically. One of these is, are you more introverted or extroverted? Me personally, I feel like I am a bit of both. I am quite... I don't really know how to describe this, and I don't know if it classes in the same introvert, extrovert like section, but if I do not know you, I will not show you my full personality until I get to know you. Like, I will not like come out of my shell. Like, it's like my mind just puts like a bit of a border, and like I'll get to know you, and then like my true self then comes out after getting to know you. It's like I put like a border up and a barrier up against myself. So I feel like I do want to say I'm a bit of both. Like, I love going out socialising with my friends, but then at the times, why are all the cars moving to this car park? Like, what is actually happening? Every single car that was in the Gen Z car park has now come over here. Like, what the fuck is happening? And they're parking right in front of me. I am just doing this, and my bag's hiding there, so they can't really see me. Boom, shaboom, done. Anyway, as I was saying, I feel like I'm a bit of both, because then there is at times where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to actually see anyone today, and like my social battery is completely drained. So I do feel like I am like a combination of introvert and extrovert. And like around certain people, I'm like a different, not like a different person, but like around my close group of friends, I am myself. But then around my parents, I am myself, but I act more modest, if that's the word. Like, if Elle was here, she would say how much of like a crazy, but like if I go on a night out, I literally have an alter ego. Like, when I have alcohol in me, I've got an alter ego, and it just takes off me, and I'm like, I'm just not crazy as in like I'm gonna fucking beat someone, not crazy. I'm just crazy, feral, and look like I'm on the streets, because there's no controlling me. Like, alcohol hits my tongue and no fucks are given. Like no fucks are given whatsoever. I just have so much confidence, and I know that happens a lot with a lot of people, but with me it's really, really far. Like, I will not give a fuck. I would, like, I feel like I have a bit of a filter 9 times out of 10, but when I'm drunk, no filter whatsoever. Yeah, I feel like I'm more extroverted, so I do like spending time with my friends and socialising, but I also have a bit of introvert in me. And I feel like that's the best way to be, because if you just like too much of one, then it's a bit boring. Like, I'd rather have like a good balance, but I feel like 70% of me is extrovert and 30% of me is introvert, so that's a bit about me. One of them is, what are your biggest goals this year? My biggest goals this year is, for YouTube base wise, is I do want to hit, like, my biggest goal would be 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but I know deep down that isn't possible because we are even at 2,100. Like, yeah, that is still good. Like, 4 months ago, 1,700 and I've gained 400 subscribers, so it is the possibility, but my like mini goal is 3,000 subscribers, which would actually just be insane. Other goals that I have is I do want to get my savings back to being healthy, because it was extremely healthy last year and I then gained a shopping addiction. Me and Elle, when in our like a Snapchat year ago friendship flashbacks, whatever they are, there is a photo of me going, Elle, your shopping addiction is getting a bit ridiculous, I think you need help. And she sent me it and I was like, I wish I was that Ollie now, because I would not buy anything. I would literally work and the only things I'd buy were fuel and Red Bull, and I'd occasionally buy myself stuff, but I wouldn't like go on extravagant shopping trips every single month like I am doing. However, that I feel like that is getting dialed down, because not my excuse, but it is like when I speak to people and they're like, you've got a shopping addiction, my shopping is coming from a place where I need nice outfits for LA, nice outfits for Ayia Napa, and nice outfits for Vegas. So when I've been doing these Jurassic shopping like trips, it's because I'm buying stuff for all of my holidays, which in hindsight to things is like, oh yeah, that's perfect because you're getting it done before you go, because a lot of people leave it to very, very last minute, and I feel I'm in a position now where I actually don't need anything. Like, I'm sat there and I'm like, what do I actually need? Like, I don't genuinely need anything else, because I've picked up so much stuff like, oh yeah, that'd be cute for LA, that'd be cute for Napa, that'd be cute for LA, and now it's getting to the point where it's like, next month I need to actually plan outfits, because granted I'm taking 2 big suitcases to LA with me, I don't want to overpack for the pure basis that I'm probably going to be shopping quite a bit in LA and fetching a lot of stuff back from America that we don't have in the UK back with me, and like stuff that I do want to try and fetch it all back and stuff. So I don't want to overpack and take too much stuff, but I do know I need a lot of clothes, because I need clothes for like meals, nights out, day-to-day wear, and like just like beach stuff, like just typical like general stuff. But I do know I need more clothes than like Ayia Napa. My day clothes will be a pair of swimming shorts, and then if I went to go get some food, I'd put a top over with my swimming shorts still on, and then a night out outfit when we go out on a night. Whereas with LA, it's like a bit of, you're not going to really be swimming, you're going to be out on the streets 9 times out of 10 exploring. So the outfits, I do need to start planning. I don't know how I've gone on to this, but yeah, I'd love to start saving a lot more, because next year I do have a lot of expenses, because, well, let me have a drink. Basically, I do need to save some money, because next year, one, I want to move out of living with my mum and my stepdad and gain some independence. I do want to move out when I'm 18, and before I started paying off all these holidays, I could have actually moved out and rented a place, but I didn't want to live off £400 a month, and it shows that I can't do that. Well, to be fair, recently I've been living off £200 a month, because I leave myself with 400. So basically every time I get paid, I separate my money. So I send my stepdad board, which is £150 a month. My car is £195 a month because it's on finance, and we'll get to that in a minute. I have my laptop, TV and Apple Watch also on finance, which is £66 a month. I pay for Vegas, which is £135 a month. Ayia Napa, which is £78 a month. And then my insurance, which is now £47 a month. So I separate all that up, so that is about a good £700 out of my wage, immediately gone just like that. Then I almost having to pay 195 for LA, I can't remember if I said that. And then whatever I've got left out of that is quite normally a bit like it's still in like the grands, or like 900, 800. I will then put a majority of it into savings. Let me just start my car, because if not my battery will die. I then put a couple hundred into my savings, and then I normally leave myself around £400, but I don't separate the money for like my phone bill, my subscriptions like my Disney Plus, my Spotify. I actually don't know what other subscriptions I have, my gym memberships, and then that genuinely just eats away at my disposable funds. So after all of that, I genuinely have like £200 left. But they also come out later in the month, so when I get paid and I'm like, oh, I've got £400, I could well go shopping, and then I spend like £200 and then all my bills come out, I'm like, oh, I've literally got no money, which is a recurring habit. It's quite bad. But I do want to start saving quite a bit more, because next year, like I said, I want to move out, gain my own independence, and coming back to my car being on finance. My car finance actually ends next August, so August of 2027, and it's not on HCP, it's on PCP. And the original plan was I was going to return my car and exchange it for another car on finance, but at the moment in time I do not want to do that. So I do have the option to pay a balloon payment, which is £3,900, which is a lot of money. Like, I'm not saying like, yeah, I'll just buy it. I do obviously need to save that money up, but I am going to be buying this car off Cinch. The pure basis that I don't want to be in another 4-year contract paying another car off for quite a significant amount of money, and because next year I've got quite a lot of like big plans for myself. Like, I want to move out, and I'm wanting, like, we are going traveling around Australia for a month. Like, they are some big things. I don't want another £200 immediately getting docked off my wage, and I feel like I'd be better off £200 a month, and it means I could save more and have more money per se for like a rent or savings, if that makes sense. So I do need to, by the end of the year, hopefully save at least £4 in my savings. I am tempted to make a locked savings account that I cannot touch, because I do need £4 in my savings by the time August 2027 comes around, which I feel like is doable. Like, once I've got all my holidays out of the way from September, so then October to August, easy. I could probably save £4 in about 3 months if I just fully locked in, which I feel like is very, very doable. These are some like YouTuber styled or audience questions. So the first one is, why did I start YouTube? So I actually did start YouTube when I was 11 years old, and I feel like the reason why I started it is because I was actually like a YouTube kid. Like, I enjoyed, like, my generation, we all grew up watching YouTube, and I enjoyed watching videos, and I was like, I want to do that. I want to be a part of that community. And I'd like watch so many like young, not like children, but like people my age, like having their own accounts. I was like, oh my god, that looks so fun, they can do that, I want to do that. So that is when it did start, and I did that for 5 years straight, all the way through high school. And then I actually did stop when doing my GCSEs. I was like, right. So I said to myself, I was like, if I hit 1,000 subscribers by the time I go to college, I'll do it for the rest. But if I go to college with not 1,000 subscribers, I'm just gonna call it quits, pack it in. But I did reach 1,000 subscribers before I went to college, and it came around to my GCSEs time, and I was like, I'm gonna take time off so I can do my GCSEs. And then my MacBook that I did, oh my god, my camera battery's going to die. What the fuck? My MacBook that I used to edit on actually broke. So I actually couldn't edit anything, so it took even longer. And then I got a summer job when I literally left high school, like straight away. And I bought myself a MacBook. I was like, right, I can start YouTube. And then I just never really started it until 2024 again. I posted a few videos and then I stopped because I got busy with work. And then this year I was like, right, I just want to start it because I miss doing it. I miss the editing. I miss talking to a camera. I just miss it all. So I feel like it's because I really enjoyed watching it when I was younger, and I still do enjoy watching YouTube now. And I don't know, it's just something I really like to do. Next question is, what advice would you give your younger self? My advice I'd give to my younger self is just be who you are, because I went throughout high school getting bullied, being called gay, and I didn't actually come out of the closet until I was 17, which is quite crazy because I knew for such a long time. But then I was like to myself, I was like, I can't come out the pure basis that people are going to be right and then like, ha, told you so. And then one morning I was like, I'm just going to come out. Like, it is me. There's no point hiding for like the rest of my life, because if I continue hiding, I'm going to pretend to be straight all my life and not actually be happy. So I just came out and never really thought about it since. Like, I didn't actually really come out. I told my mum, told my friends, and then I didn't feel the need to tell anyone else. Like, it's me, it's who I am. If you don't like it, bye. If you want to be my friend, hi. That is literally it. That is, I didn't care. And literally everyone already knew, so there was no point of like posting all over social media like I'm gay or doing like an announcement, and someone's literally staring me down. I don't know who it is, but they literally just stopped and stared. Hello? What are you doing, sunshine? I don't know if it's a learner driver trying to park. Yeah, I think it is. But that is my advice I give to myself, is just trust your gut instinct and just be who you are. Not that it's like, not that it's shaped me to be a different person who I am now by neglecting it and suppressing how I was. But I should have just ripped the band-aid off a lot sooner, and should have just stayed focused with YouTube. Little kid, a little 16-year-old dolly. That is all I'm going to say. That is the advice I give to my younger self, to be fair. I don't think I have time for another question because this video is literally going to be an hour long before editing it, and my camera battery is flashing. So let me just stop. Why am I so dishevelled? Hold. Right guys, so I've just sorted myself out, but I am actually going to sign this video off. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's a bit of a different style video from me, and you got to know me a little bit more, and I've answered some questions that you may have been intrigued about, and just really had like a deep connecting chat with you all. But if you did enjoy, please smash the thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I should see you all in my next video. Bye guys.